Hi, everyone. Welcome to our testimony night on our Happiness is a Gut Feeling party. We are here and we're not able to live stream in the group due to a technical difficulty. So these ladies were generous enough with their time to hop on and record a quick video that we could share with you. So Amy, I'm just going to pass it off to you.
Okay, well, this is one of my favorite nights because you actually get to visit with people, hear their story about where they were prior to finding a very holistic solution with Amari, what they're feeling now, and then, which is really great, they're going to share the products that they are loving, enjoying, and getting results from. And I always love to hear where they think the next 6 months is going to take their health. I would love for you all to even just project, let's say August, September, where do you think you're going to be with your health? How do you think you're going to feel? Maybe even how you're going to survive the summer, right? Our kids are coming home from school and that changes the dynamic in a household. And now that you have a new product that you're loving, maybe you're going to approach the summer with a totally different mindset. So we're going to just round robin this. I'd like to introduce you, Kimberly. Kimberly, you've been on the products for just a short time. So I'm excited for you to share your testimony.
Thank you. Yes, I just started in January, so I'm brand new to Amari. And just a quick background on me, I've had anxiety for many, many years, and it became more generalized. It was just there all day, every day. And then with kind of like with everybody else, work, life, everything got more stressful with COVID. And so it amplified, and I wasn't able to sleep at all. I just saw our news thing earlier about the COVID-15. I think I put on the COVID-30, I don't know, all the things. And so I was just at the point where people that are important to me were really saying, maybe you should see your doctor and get on some medication, because it was that bad. I was having to take even Benadryl just to sleep a few hours every night. It was bad. And so, anyway, through Facebook, I knew somebody kind of casually who is an Amari wellness partner. And right before January, she started talking about this purple pill and this happy juice. And I was kind of like, okay, I guess I'm ready to nibble, because I was at my end. It was at the end. I was about to go and, have to get on prescriptions, which wasn't really what I wanted to do, but I didn't know what else to do, because I tried exercise. I tried getting the dog to give me emotional support. I'd left a toxic work. I tried all the things, and nothing was helping. So I took the nibble, and she started telling me about, her situation and where she'd been with her mental health and wellness, and this new product that was coming out. And so I was like, okay, I'm willing to try it. I have nothing to lose. I'm willing to try this. And so she's like, well, let's get you signed up for the Happy Juice and see, how you do with that. And we'll get you the purple pill. Won't be out until the middle of the month, but we'll get you ordered, and then you'll get it as soon as it comes out. So I was like, that sounds great. So anyway, I started with the Happy Juice, and right away, it was subtle. I after maybe, I don't know, 3, 4, or 5 days, I'm like, I feel different. I feel like I can handle things a little bit better. So it wasn't like this big aha person. It was very subtle for me. It was like, okay, I'm not like freaking out every minute. I feel something is happening. I feel like something is happening. So at that point, I was like, I want to try the Mood Plus, because I feel like my anxiety is definitely going down, but I want to try that extra. And so I went ahead and put a second order in for the Mood while I was waiting for the purple pill. And so anyway, Mood came in, and I started taking that. And by week 2.5, 3, I'm just standing in my kitchen one day, and I'm like, I don't have anxiety. Where is it? It's gone. It's totally gone. And so, and she had signed me up as a wellness partner because they were running the promo, and it was free at the time and all of that. And I had told her, I said, don't be disappointed in me. I'm introverted. I'm never going to sell anything. It's just never going to happen. And so when I stood in my kitchen and I realized I didn't have that anxiety anymore, I was like, I'm going to sell this because everybody needs this. I know lots of people who are where I'm at, and this is amazing. And I want people that I know, that I love, that I care about, people that I don't even know yet. I want them to feel this, because this is amazing. And so I did that. And then when the purple pill came, I added that in. I'm down, just to kind of wrap it up, and I'm down a total of 10 pounds so far, lots of inches. I can see the changes in my body, which, is super exciting. I've amped up my Amari, to be honest with you. I think I'm taking everything but the vitamin right now. Just because I want to know what everything is going to do and how it's all going to feel. And I have to say that today, I seem to have these moments in my kitchen. I was standing there and I'm like, I feel good. Like my stomach doesn't hurt, nothing, like there's just nothing weird happening with me. Like I just feel good. And so, but my go-tos are definitely the Happy Juice and the Mood Plus, and then the GBX Fit. And then I also added in, which is why I started on more stuff, the Fundamentals pack, because I kind of had some brain fog. And even with the stuff I was doing, I still felt like I was still a little foggy. And so I wanted to get that mental focus. And so that's another go-to, but I've started my husband on them. So we do the omegas. He doesn't do the protein shakes, but I do the protein in the morning, stuff like that. So I'm doing all of it, and I expect to be at my goal weight. I've got a ways to go, but certainly by the end of summer, I expect to be there. And I am, I've had some success with the business, but I've been in all the meetings and I've got ideas and I want to amp it up. I mean, my goal by the end of the year is to at least be having a guaranteed income so that I can, change my life. I mean, for me, it's about getting these products out to people because they have changed my life, but I also want that financial wellness piece now. And so those are just my goals.
What a transformation. And it was so wonderful how you told your story about where you were. And there was this a bit of sadness, even in your face, looking back where you were only 2 months ago. And then when you started talking about that kitchen moment and your whole face lit up and talking about helping people, I love your story. And I'm so thankful as an introvert that when I reached out to you today, you were like, yeah, I'll share my story because you're going to make an impact in so many lives. So absolutely. I love your story. So thank you so very much.
Thank you.
All right, Hope, are you up? You're ready?
I'm ready. I don't usually volunteer for these things because I have small kids and I work full time and this is like bedtime. So I'm going to make it as brief as I can. So this is my little plug. I work in GI. I'm a nurse practitioner. Today is Doctor's Day. So we all got to wear our swag and have a party and all that stuff. So from my day job, I knew about the gut-brain connection. Like we talk about it in GI all the time, right? And so last summer when Edge came out, I started Edge and I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I ran a race and I was pregnant and I ran like out of my mind well. And I was like super pregnant. Like it can only be the Edge. And I had stopped, I'm like, I don't know if it's doing anything. And so I had stopped and I was like, wow, this makes a huge impact. Balanced blood sugars, like on exercising, makes a huge impact. It's not like a pre-workout stimulant kind of thing. It's like a balanced blood sugar over time, helps with recovery. So I really, really, really liked the Edge, and the Happy Juice was like my jam. So I wasn't really building a business or anything, just kind of biding my time, had just had a baby. And the purple pill was coming out, and Trina was like, so what do you think about this purple pill? And I was like, I'm not here for weight loss. Now, granted, I had some weight to lose, but I was like, that's not why I'm here. I'm here for mental wellness. And I'm like, I'm out. This is, But I started to read the science and get hyped up with everyone else. And like, maybe this could be my answer, because I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated. It was my third baby. And you know what everyone says about like the more babies you have, Amy has a lot of babies, the more babies you have, the harder it is to lose. And I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm never getting back in my clothes. Maybe this is just my new weight. Like I'm eating well, I'm doing all the things and nothing is happening. And you know how it is, like your weight affects your mental health. Like if you don't feel good in your body, then it trickles over into all the areas, even into like your marriage. If you don't feel well about your body, then maybe you aren't as intimate with your husband. So definitely I'm trying all these things. I'm trying to be healthy. And obviously I'm a big runner and I was running all the time. Nothing was changing. So I was like, okay, we'll give this purple pill a try. And the purple pill has changed my life because I wasn't sleeping. And sleep has always been like a huge issue for me. And nothing else that I had tried at sleep, doing all the omegas, which I know all these things help sleep a little bit, but nothing was really making a difference. Now, granted, I'm up all the time nursing a baby. So really, can you sleep? Like, are you gonna sleep? I'd have a hard time falling back asleep after I nursed him. But guys, this is just blows my mind. I started sleeping so deeply that my husband would have to wake me up. Like, that's never happened before ever. Like, he's the one that sleeps through, and I would like hear a pin dropping, and I was sleeping so deep that I didn't hear the baby in the room next to me. It's just been life-changing to be able to sleep, to, take a purple pill on an empty stomach at bedtime, and all of a sudden it's the morning, like, and you feel well rested. It's life-changing. I've lost pounds, I've lost so many inches, but honestly, nothing compares to being able to sleep and being able to fit back in my clothes. It's like, I'm happy again because I have all these choices in my closet. I had friends and family being like, oh, did you get new stuff? I'm like, no, I just couldn't fit this for the last 2 years. Because what Kim was talking about, I put on 15, 20 pounds during COVID. And then I got pregnant and was having a hard time taking off not only the pregnancy weight, but the COVID weight. So it just has been life-changing. And I will never stop talking about the purple pill. I also take the protein, love the protein, because obviously I'm a mom of 3 kids and I work full time. So it's just super nice for me to have something that I know is good going into my body in the morning. I love the superfoods and the kids' mood. So the kids' mood, should probably stop talking already, but I just have to give my own little plug about kids' mood. That's what brought me to Amari in the first place, was for my son. He also wasn't sleeping, which we found out was related to anxiety. I couldn't leave the room, and he would wake up 100 times a night, like looking for us. And so when we started the kids' products, within 2 days, he was sleeping. And I was like, I'm sold. I'm never going back. I will never stop giving this to him. So he loves his kids' mood. He takes it religiously. And I love it too, for a little boost of extra focus when I'm like, kind of, in the middle of the workday, like, oh, I don't really feel like doing anything anymore. I'm done with clinic, but I still have all these notes. And I'm like, just take a little kids' mood and then pound out my notes and get it done. So that's my story of coming to Amari.
That is incredible. And I love how a child's product brought you into Amari. Something that you said, and I want to touch on that for everyone watching, is you had mentioned that you were trying this and you were trying that, and things were good for sleep. You mentioned omega specifically, but it was the purple pill that actually was your answer. And I think we need to address that what works for Hope may not work exactly for Kimberly or myself, or I almost called you Trina Lauren. Lauren and Ashley, you have to tweak with it. They're natural products and all of our bodies are going to react differently. Even though the science proves they will work, they may work better for someone else when combined with another product. So I'm really glad you touched on that. And I totally agree about the kids' mood. Yeah.
The kids' mood helps with sleep too. We have a wonderful Sleep Plus product. I can only use it as needed because it has the 5-HTP in it, and I get really high on 5-HTP if I take it too much. And so if I'm maybe gonna have a really bad night, then I can take it, but I just can't take it consistently, which you learn by trial and error, right?
And since you found something that works, you just stick with that. I love it. Yep. Thank you so much. So I know you have children, you mentioned that. If you feel like you need to hop off, thank you for your testimony.
Bye, guys.
And same thing, Kimberly. Thank you so much. You're welcome to stay. Would love to have you, but if you have things to do, we totally understand. But now we have Ashley up. And I love your picture, Ashley. Hi. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We know it was short notice, ladies, but you were troopers and hopped right in. Look forward to hearing your story. So welcome.
Hi. So I'm going to read real quick what my husband wrote because I asked him to rate his testimonial and he left for the gym. So he starts off introducing himself. He said he wanted to share how GBX has changed his life. He says he's going to keep it short. His little brother, his youngest brother, passed away last January, and it put him in a bad place. And it was to the point he wasn't caring what he was eating. He was drinking, he was smoking. It was really hard. And it just wasn't the same. So I started looking for something, and I found something about GBX. And so I started looking into it, and I saw Lauren's post. And so I reached out to Lauren. I was like, hey, what is this about? Like, can you give me some more information? We actually hopped on a Zoom call. We chatted. I told her a little bit about what was going on, and my husband wrote, personally, it was really hard, and we didn't really have anything else left to lose, so we just jumped right in. So just him writing that is really hard. But after he started GBX, his sugar cravings went down, just his mood started changing, and just things started getting better and better. And then he says his mood started to improve, which gave him a new perspective on life. And not just that, right behind it, he started losing weight, started feeling better. He started at 222 and he's down to 195. And like today we went to the gym, or he just left for the gym, but we were in Corpus and he went into the fitness store to get on the body scale. And so he's just, even looking at that, he's like, I still want to make improvements. So he's still taking his GBX, he's going to the gym, and we have 2 boys. But I reached out to Lauren not just for him, but for myself, because I was struggling and didn't realize I was struggling with postpartum things. I just thought they were normal, just normal mom life, but the rage, the anger, but it wasn't normal. And Lauren helped me see that. Thank you, Lauren. Sorry.
Oh, there's probably not a dry eye on Facebook at all. Ashley, you got like a whole new perspective on life, and so did your husband, but so did your boys. And that is why we share, and that is why we have this message in this group, because yes, the financial wellness piece is incredibly important to all of us, because we have these big, bold, beautiful dreams we want to live. But we only get to do that if we serve others, and sharing these products and changing lives and making that impact. This is generational impact. Her children got both of their parents back, because when you're a caregiver of someone going through something really hard, like you mentioned, you didn't even know you were struggling, but you were struggling, and the struggle isn't normal. We don't have to accept it as this is how life is always going to be. You were so brave and so courageous for seeking out something, and then going to Lauren, because it's sometimes hard with a mental wellness issue, but you love your husband, you love your family so much. You reached out and you helped, and you got your husband back, and you also got to take care of yourself too. So you're getting to show up as a better mom.
The other day we were walking past the pond and the birds flew over. I was like, wow, it's really beautiful. And that is something that doesn't really happen. I went to the beach the other day with the kids and their grandmother, and I was like, it's nice. I wasn't stressed. I wasn't anxious about the water. I was just like, okay, it's beautiful. It's a great day. We're doing good. I'm not stressed, not anxious, not yelling. They were just playing. It was good. So more good days than bad now. So
I love that. It's almost like you get to see the whole world back in color again. It became gray, and now there's so much
bluer.
The sky is probably bluer. I love that. Okay, well, I am so thankful that you all shared. It means the world to have your stories. I will cherish them all. They were incredible. And I am thankful that I get to quit talking and Lauren gets to take us out.
I don't even know how to wrap that up. I mean, they say, we hear in this business, like facts tell, stories sell. But honestly, I'm certain that there's not a dry eye watching this right now. It's just phenomenal. And for those of us that are already involved with Amari, hearing those stories just renew our sense of passion and purpose for sharing and for why we're doing what we're doing. It's not about trips and cars and big paychecks. It's about that impact and being a small part of a chain reaction that makes a huge difference in somebody's life. So, I'm a small part in that for Ashley, but there were so many people who shared Amari that led to me finding it, who get to be a part of that story too. So we have this thing called March to a Million, and it's like, every single person can make a difference in getting Amari to 1 million homes in the next 5 years. And so we invite you to be a part of this mission for better mental wellness, either as a customer or as a wellness partner with us. And we want to invite you to reach back out to the person who invited you to this event. And if you do want to be entered into our drawing for free product giveaways, you have until Thursday at noon Mountain Time, which is 2 Eastern. There are lots of promos happening right now. If you're a first-time person who's purchasing, you can get their $10 off promo code that's unique to them that will enroll you with them or have them as your referral, and you'll get $10 off your first order. But in addition to that, we also have promos right now for free shipping, free wellness partner membership. That's how they get you, Kimberly, right? That free wellness partner membership. Free GBX Fit and free relief. So ask about how you can utilize the promos to get those with your purchase, because those are all stackable. So thank you guys so much for sharing your stories, and thank you to everyone watching for tuning in. We appreciate you so much and hope that you'll consider being a part of the mental wellness revolution. Have a great day, everybody.